Welcome back to the new question. Alpha and beta are different values of x. Alpha and beta are the different values of x satisfying a cos x plus b sin x is equal to c. That means alpha is the root first and beta also is the root. So if alpha and beta are the roots, then the value of x as alpha and beta will be satisfying this particular equation. So I get here, the first thing is a cos alpha plus b sin alpha is equal to c. Similarly, a cos beta plus b sin beta is equal to c. Now I will think on this. What it says, if it is there, then I have to find cot of alpha plus beta by 2. That means it has something to do with compound angle. That is addition and subtraction of angle. So better what I will do is, to understand this, I will subtract this 2. That is 1 minus 2 I will do, so that the c goes. So I get a into bracket cos alpha minus cos beta plus b into bracket sin alpha minus sin beta is equal to 0, which in turns goes to b into sin alpha minus sin beta is equal to a into cos beta minus cos alpha. So this finally turns out to be as b into sin c minus sin d, that is 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2, and same over here, that is minus 2 sin c plus d by 2, that is beta plus alpha divided by 2 into sin c minus d, that is beta minus alpha by 2. So what I get here is, taking this, making it as alpha minus beta, this will become positive. So I get this, rid of this 2. So I get this as cos alpha plus beta by 2 into sin alpha minus beta by 2, which is equal to a into sin alpha plus beta by 2 into sin, this minus 2 we have did it as sin minus theta, so it will become alpha minus beta by 2. So obviously when you see this is sin alpha minus beta by 2 and this is also sin alpha minus beta by 2. Therefore I get here b cos alpha plus beta by 2 is equal to a sin alpha plus beta by 2. So obviously you will get this as cos alpha plus beta by 2 upon sin alpha plus beta by 2 is equal to a by b, and this is nothing but your cot alpha plus beta by 2, and if you require it to be as tan, so it will be just b by a. Now let us go to the another question. It says 1 plus sin theta plus sin square theta plus sin cube theta and so on up to infinity is 4 plus 2 root 3. So here important condition is required, that is given over there. Okay, theta must not be equal to pi by 2, because if it is becoming pi by 2, that will become infinity over here. So obviously this theta is not equal to pi by 2, and theta lies between 0 to pi, 0 and pi not included. That means the value of sin theta is positive. That is the best thing. So you don't have to think more on it. So if I see this particular equation over here, what I find, k1 plus sin theta plus sin square theta obviously will be sin cube theta further, and so on up to infinity is nothing but geometric progression. And if it is GP, that is any term over previous term is constant ratio, so obviously your A will be here 1 and R is equal to sin theta. So therefore sum to infinity of GP that is s to infinity will be nothing but a upon 1 minus r. So that nothing but becomes 1 upon 1 minus sine theta, which is nothing but given to you as 4 plus 2 root 3. So when I try to solve this, what I get is 1 becomes equal to 4 plus 2 root 3 into bracket 1 minus sine theta. So in short, multiplication with 1 I get 4 plus 2 root 3 and 4 plus 2 root 3 sine theta. This is equal to 1. So transferring this negative to left side and this to right side, so I get here 4 plus 2 root 3 sine theta. I get 4 plus 2 root 3 minus 1, which is nothing but 3 plus 2 root 3. That is, here it is sine theta, which will give you upon 4 plus 2 root 3. So, upon solving this I will convert to the same numerator and denominator. So what I find here is 4 plus 2 root 3 is there, so I will write here also 4 plus 2 root 3. 4 plus 2 root 3 minus 1. So it becomes 3 plus 2 root 3 upon 4 plus 2 root 3. So separating denominator, I get here sine theta, mine will become now, sine theta will become 1 minus 1 upon 4 plus 2 root 3. If you want take 2 common or not required. So on solving, what I get here is a sine theta is now going to become 1 minus, rationalization will take place, 4 minus 2 root 3 upon 4 plus 2 root 3 into 4 minus 2 root 3. So I am making it rational so that I can continue my solving part further. So it is 1 minus 4 minus 2 root 3 upon, this becomes 16 minus 4 3s are 12. That is nothing but 4. So on cross multiplication I get 4 minus 4 plus 2 root 3 upon 4. So in short, I get my sine theta to be as 2 root 3 upon 4, which is root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 in quadrant number 1 resembles to so-called as your from 0 to pi by 2, it will be pi by 3 for pi by 3, and since it lies in 0 to pi interval, so obviously it comes in second quadrant also. So here this pi by 3, root 3 by 2 will obviously give you the value which is, there is no need to solve using general formula. So sine theta will be equal to sine pi by 3, okay, as well as in second quadrant it will be sine 2 pi by 3. That means the theta value will be equal to pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3. Since it is very clearly mentioned that it lies between 0 to pi. Coming to the next question, the solution of 2 cos x minus 1 into 3 plus 2 cos x is equal to 0 between the interval 0 to 2 pi. We will be seeing what is the solution of this. So for this I will better solve it pehle to understand it. It is 2 cos x minus 1 into 3 plus 2 cos x, which gives me 3 to the 6 cos x plus 4 cos square x minus 3 minus 2 cos x, which becomes 4 cos square x, 6 minus 2 plus 4 cos x minus 3 is equal to 0, which can very easily be factorized because 4 3 is 12, subtraction should be 4, so 6 and 2 plus 6 cos x, correct, 6 cos x minus 2 cos x minus 3 is equal to 0. Taking common factors, I get here 2 cos x. So I remain here with 2 cos x plus 3 minus nothing, that is 2 cos x plus 3 is equal to 0. So I get the result to be as 2 cos x plus 3 into bracket 2 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0, giving me cos x is equal to minus 3 by 2, which is not possible because cos x lies between minus 1 and 1. So you cannot take the value as minus 1.5. So obviously your cos x is equal to 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 in quadrant number 1, if you take, so it will be for 60, that is cos pi by 3. And it is from 0 to 2 pi. It is a positive value, so it is obviously going to lie in quadrant number 4. So quadrant number 4 when it lies, so it will become cos 2 pi minus pi by 3. So it will become nothing but cos x is equal to cos pi by 3, and that will be equal to cos 5 pi by 3. That means your x is belonging to so called as pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. So these are the questions which we can solve, and many more after this. Only thing is what? Certain questions when you solve, you have to at least start before reaching to some conclusion. Start it and then decide what to do.